All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Epries. Forgive me, I'm driving again. I'm currently on the Jersey Turnpike, headed to an undisclosed location up north. So the weekend's over. I figured I had a few minutes or a little while to drive, and I would do one of these videos. So as I was thinking of what video to do or what story to tell, I said, you know what? I told everyone that I would start, putting a travel request or a travel benefit or deal on the beginning of these. So today's the first ever travel benefit or travel package that I can put together, if you'd like, and just to justify that Travel Club is a hell of a deal and a steal, I went to our website, I typed in the Caribbean, okay? I picked just a date next month when it's going to be cold up north and cold in most of the country, and where you can get a ticket down to the Caribbean for somewhere between $100 and $300 for the whole, for a week, round trip. So anyway, let me see here. I picked, to be very specific, okay? I picked the Caribbean. I picked March 16th through the 23rd, Saturday to Saturday, or the 23rd through the 30th, again, Saturday to Saturday. And just in the Caribbean, it comes up with 488 weeks in 133 different resorts for the Caribbean, searching around. I actually clicked on March 11th, so that's why it brought me the closest Saturday to Saturday check-ins. So the first resort we have is a 3-star resort in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. That is for a 1-bedroom unit, not a hotel room, but a 1-bedroom unit, $192 per unit. It sleeps 4. So if 4 of you went, it's $50 each, okay? Plus your flight, which to Dominican Republic from JFK or Philadelphia, Newark, that area, well, you're going to spend about $300 nonstop round trip, or you can get it for as little as $150 if you want to do the layover thing. I don't like to do that. But the best part about this is guess what? You have the place from Saturday to Saturday. If you showed up Saturday and left Tuesday because you have to work, who gives a shit? It costs you $50 to stay at home and heat your house in the wintertime, and it's 81 degrees in Dominican Republic right now. 81, okay? Maybe, you're going with the family, okay, get a 2-bedroom unit. It's $289 for the whole fucking week. Maybe you want a 3-bedroom unit, sleeps 8, $693. We can do better than that. $693, that's expensive. Here you go. Presidential Suites by Lifestyle in Cabarete. March 16th through the 23rd, $199 for the week. That's a studio unit. A 1-bedroom is also $199 though. And a 2-bedroom, no bullshit, $199, if you can see that, for whether you pick a studio, 1-bedroom, or 2-bedroom unit. So there you go. Sosúa. See, this brings me up to the next part of this. Dominican Republic's a great resort destination, specifically if you stay in the resorts. Okay, I didn't do that. I should have taken that advice. I'm in the travel industry. I should know better. And I'm going to tell you a story about 2014, how a buddy of mine, Mike, and I went to Dominican Republic on a whim. We booked it, Thursday. We left that Saturday after work, and we had to come home on Tuesday before we got to work. So generally my vacations are Saturday, we leave, hop on a plane sometime, in the afternoon, and we hop on a plane to come home sometime Tuesday in the morning because we work Tuesday through Saturday. So Tuesday afternoon through Saturday. But just to give you just a couple more here. $244 for the whole week in a 3-star cabana. That's in Sosúa. We stay out of Sosúa. I'll tell you why in a few. Let's go to page 3, okay, out of 14 pages. Here you go. Jamaica, all inclusive in Jamaica, $477 for the week. Aruba, the desert island. There's never a bad time to go. Okay, remember I picked all of Caribbean. So if you want to do a 1-bedroom unit in Aruba, The 16th of March through the 23rd of March, it's $498 for the whole week in a one-bedroom. The same week in a two-bedroom is $680. Your flights right now for that trip, they shouldn't cost more than around $350 round trip, non-stop, if you're leaving out of like JFK, Philadelphia, Newark, BWI, Dulles, Reagan, those airports on the East Coast. Now, if you're leaving from the West Coast, I don't give a shit. I'll be the first one to tell you, we can't save you any money on airfare. Okay, we can't. But if I saved you $2,000 on the condo, fly first class, drink like a fish, and gamble the whole time you're out while you're there, and you still made out like a bandit. Okay, there you go. Anyway, so the thumbnail that I showed you, or the thumbnail that I took a picture of, and by the way, this is live, no one's watching it, I don't have any subscribers. If you're interested in listening to these stories in the future, click the subscribe button. It's right around here somewhere. Maybe it's on this side. I don't know how this is going to show up, but anyway. So here's the deal. The picture that I showed you is a picture from October 24th of 2014. Here you go. That's me and a buddy of mine named Mike Camino. And we are currently standing out front of a car that was our cab that runs on propane. Didn't know that existed. And we're in the middle of nowhere, Dominican Republic, headed back from Cabarete, which is on the north shore of Dominican Republic. And we're headed down to Santiago, where our flight flew into. Okay? I just got the best deal for going there. I think the flight was around $100 nonstop out of JFK. So boom, we flew into Santiago, and we actually rode motorcycles up all the way ourselves. It was a great trip up until that Sunday night. Okay, so it's Sunday, and we're staying at Be Forward with. We stayed at a very area in Dominican Republic because we wanted to have a good time, and because some you it was a brothel. But anyway, this is a place in Dominican Republic where a lot of Americans go around here too because it is so affordable. You know, rooms might cost you $19 a night, and these are just like I said. So anyway, but you have fun. So I'm young. I'm 23 at the time. And I'm in Dominican Republic. We rode motorcycles up to the top North Shore, and we're just looking to, enjoy ourselves. So there's a casino down at the end of the block, and this Sunday I say, okay, well, let's just go in. We'll see what happens, right? And, gambling down there, it's in Dominican pesos. So, I mean, if you have $20 on the table, you're looking like a baller, and you have people coming up to you asking for money. And now when I was in Santiago, I gambled there, and you don't want to flash anything more than 20 or 50 bucks, because you'll have a target on your head, and people just trying to, and they're not trying, they're almost they're intimidating. I mean, I'm 290 pounds, 6 foot. They're intimidating. They'll come up to you and kind of demand money, so you negotiate what you're going to tip them essentially. But anyway, so we go to this casino at the end. I can get you the name of it. It's in Sosúa, S-A-S-U-A. U has a little line over it, I think. But anyway, it's at the end of the street down from Big Mama's house, and we go in, and we're all excited, and we see this game that's similar to roulette. So we're like, all right, well, I love roulette, okay? Craps player, but I like roulette. Roulette's where you make money, craps is where you throw it away. But so I say, okay, well, let's play it. So they say, we're going to give you $10 to start. Well, what's wrong with that? Okay, I'm in. Now, the way this game works, okay, and I don't want to bore you here, but there's a roulette wheel with about 10 balls, like little marbles, wooden marbles, in a cup that you can pour into a spinning wheel. And where they land, they're going to land on a number from like 1 through 6 or something, okay? And they add them up. So let's say the total of the 8 marbles comes to 48. Well, then there's a board, or a board where, okay, it's got numbers 1 through 100, say, or 1 through 50, whatever it may be, and they put the little check mark on that number. So the deal is, and I've come to find this out later because they're speaking Spanish. I'm thinking I'm playing with Dominican money, and really they're not taking any money away from me. But when I'd win, they'd pay it, which is nice. So they're writing down what I'm losing, and paying me cash when we're winning. And Mike and I went in halves, and we're like, all right, cool, this will be fun. You know, if we make money, great. Well, the first roll we make, you know, $100. Now, the purpose of this is somehow, maybe it's 1 through 20 or whatever the hell it was. The purpose of it is to get to 100 points. And there's this points score that they're also keeping on the side as well. Now, every time you hit the same number twice, 320 to 640, and so forth. But we think we're just, okay, they have our stack of money on their side. They keep putting it in front of us. Well, at one point, we have 99 points, okay? 99 points. And I'm excited because they have $100,000. Now I'm realizing, okay, we're playing with American money. At this point, they've paid us, you know, $2-3 grand cash. And we're like, okay, we can walk away at any time. Well, come to find out, we have 99 points. And now we roll. And he goes, okay, well, you're going to have to pay your debt right now in order to do this last roll. Because they brought out $100,000 in cash, flashing it, saying, you know, hey, all you need is one more point. It only took you somehow 5 fucking rolls to get up to 99, or 10 rolls to get up to 99 points. All you need is one more point. And if you get that one more to give you this 100 grand. So I said, what do we owe? He said $24,000. I said, you're out of your fucking mind. Okay. First of all, why give us the money when we're winning if we still owe you money when we're losing? He goes, buddy. Well, the ante already is like $2,400 at this point. The fuck? So we're freaking out. We look at each other and we're like, how the fuck are we getting out of this? So anyway, we roll again. So we roll again. And then we hit the same number again. So we lose and then we lose. So anyway, the total adds up to around 28 grand. And we're looking at 100 grand in front of us. And we're like, should we just keep rolling until we win this? There's gotta be. So then we come to find out, the guy is just can add these numbers together. He's letting me roll. I'm screaming Yahtzee. But we're not paying attention because we're winning this whole time. We'll come to find out, okay, they were just adding whatever numbers they wanted until we got to the 99, so then they had us by the hook, because again, it's a fucking casino and we're dumb. So, anyway, so we're stuck for $28,000. Now, at this point, I slam my hands on the table because I'm pissed off, freaking out. How the hell did this just happen? I got $2 grand in front of me. Here, take the $2 grand back. You can have that. We're out of here. No. At this point, about 7 or 8 giant white shirt with big dudes come out from every corner and which way, and they're like, you know, hey, why don't you calm the fuck down? So, okay, all right, we're gonna do that. So I gave them 3 credit cards. They ran the Visas and the MasterCards, okay? They got a total of $11,000. Then they said, what other cards do you have? Because you're going to need to make this debt good. I said, well, they're back at the room. I'll have to get them for you. I'll bring them tomorrow. How's that? They said no. They then proceeded to walk us out into a van, okay? There was a van parked out front of the casino. Keep in mind, there's like no one in this CDS casino. There was only one table, and this was the table game they had. The rest of it was like slots. And, you know, they paid us to play the game, so we're like, all right, when we're naive, stupid 24-year-olds not thinking that we lost this much money. Thought we were having a good night winning. But anyway, they throw us in the back of a blue, like a long blue, Sprinter van, whatever. And they drive us back to our hotel. So we go into the hotel, we grab wallet. Thank God the front desk had our passports at this point, because otherwise they would have wanted those. So they did take a copy of my driver's license. They took copies of the cards front and back. They took my American Express at the time, which was a Platinum American Express, so that would have went through, but they said they needed to wait until tomorrow morning. I was all this shit that I had to sign. What am I going to do? So I signed it. So anyway, they said tomorrow, meet us at 10 o'clock. Okay. Well, sure enough, we had this other guy too that was like following us around because we tip him well, and he would like just be like our guide or do whatever. Well, anyway, so we're driving around. We back to our hotel that night. Oh no! This is the worst part. Okay. So we leave the casino now with an agreement, a handshake, saying we're coming back tomorrow at 10 o'clock so they can, rip me off my American Express. So I'm like, okay. So, yeah, okay. So we go to walk back to the hotel. Now, the hotel is probably only about 1.5 miles down the road. It's the main strip, okay? And we go down. Well, sure enough, as I'm walking out, there's these two, disgusting hookers that come up and they're, sucky, whatever, fucky, let you, and they're fucking grabbing on me. I'm like, back off, I'm pissed off. And, well, I see the one look over my shoulder, and as I do that, Mike's in front of me, okay, my buddy Mike. As I do that, I turn around, and I see coming right at me, grab my gold chain, okay, that, it's out. I could tell you that story later, but a gold rope chain with a cross on it that I always wear. It's been giving me some acne around my neck, and I got a little fat, so it's back at the house right now. But anyway, that's the next one that I had to buy. Now the third one, but anyway. So this was the second one. And this got ripped off me in Dominican Republic, and as I go like this, and I just miss them, okay? So look, now this is where they almost killed me. So I start booking after this guy, and I'm in sandals, and I run out of my sandals through a restaurant called Bailey's, which has amazing pizza, and we're running down. It's something out of a movie. My fat ass is keeping up with this Dominican, and I'm running as fast as I can. Running, okay? And we go down, and it leads to the beach area. Now, the beach area is essentially like a turnaround. It's like a dead-end cul-de-sac thing that you go down. And when you go to the beach during the day, it's one entrance, and there's a wall that's about 35 feet tall of just shops and businesses. 30 yards of beach water. Okay? The ocean over there. And I jump down the steps after the guy. The guy is ready to jump over the fence, all right, to get onto the, because it's like, 10 o'clock at night. And I trip and fall by the grace of God. And I scrape up my arm, scrape up my knees, scrape up my forehead. I mean, I was running as fast as I could. It's like a bear downhill, okay? And I slide. I'm like, shit. Well, I get up. And sure enough, this dude is waiting for me and slowly looks back, takes his time hopping over the fence. So, I'm like, dude, all right, I don't really think of it right just yet. But at this point, Mike is on the back of somebody's moped. That's how you travel around there. And he's, holding on, and they come down to this cul-de-sac area. And the guy tells me, for us, let's go. Beach. Now, the only way this kid would have got away, really, well, I shouldn't say the only way, because there's a jetty of rocks. There's boats that you could hide under and in that are just, like those lifeguard type boats. And then there's beach chairs, and then there's shops on this side, but I don't know if he's getting into any shops. Otherwise, he's got to go like 2 miles down the beach to get out the other exit, the other side. So the three of us get on the beach, me, Mike, and the moped driver guy, and we're looking around. We're looking under the fucking boats. We're looking on the rocks. We're looking on the jetty. We got nothing to look at. It's pitch black, and we're trying to, eyes adjust, trying to find somebody. And if we do, I'm gonna kill this person. But anyway, come to find out, that's what they were gonna do to me. So I come back to, basically out front of the casino where this all happened, coincidentally, and I file a police report, okay? So the cops I'm talking to them, and they're saying, the reason that he waited for you, there's been 13 dead tourists from the U.S. alone this year that have all done the same thing and went onto the beach and were just never seen again. Or we found them and they're just dead. Okay. What are the odds of me getting my chain back? Not likely, but we'll call some pawn shops for you. Okay. So anyway, now I got no chain. I'm pissed off. I go back to find my sandals. They're gone. Okay. Somebody picked those up as I, on my pursuit. And sure enough, fucking Jersey Turnpike with all these fucking bumps. So I go, no sandals, no chain. I'm pissed off. We go back to Big Mama's house, which is the name of our place we're staying. And I'm like, shit. So Mike goes down. He's got to buy back our passports, okay? Because the guys they don't want to give them to us at the hotel, because it's all local yokel type shit. The casino people, okay, they're waiting for us. We have to sneak out, but there's no real way to sneak out. So we tell our guy, harassing us, hey, do me a favor. Here's, $100 or whatever. Go take my motorcycle back for me, and then meet us back here. We're in Sosúa. We're gonna go to Puerto Plata, which is, if Sosúa's in, center, Puerto Plata is to the west, okay? Well, we figure, okay, now it's 6 in the morning, and, we bought our passports back. We're getting out of there before the casino hopefully comes back for us, and we divert them. Hey, we're going to Puerto Plata, and we hop in a blacked out van, okay, that coincidentally was just a blackout. It's so sunny down there that everything's tinted, real dark. So it's tinted out van. We hop in the back seat, we lay down, throw our luggage in, say the guy thinks we're going to Puerto Plata, and we go to Cabarete. Cabarete is to the east of Sosúa. So we're like, all right. So we check out, we're coming back, Big Mama. All right, we're good. We're just going to Puerto Plata for the day, for the beach trip. We gun it over to Cabarete. We take as fast as we can. There's no lanes. Everyone's driving friggin'. I got pictures of 5 people in one motorcycle, whole family. It's a family affair. So I'm like, oh shit. Go this way. So we're getting over there as quick as we can. Now, when we get over there, we see the first hotel, and we're like, just pull in. We pull in. We get a room. Go through the easy days. So we get in, we go to a room, check in, pay whatever it was for the night, and we're hopping on a plane the next morning, ASAP. And we get on the plane. We get to the hotel. We ask how to, use the air conditioner or whatever. We ask a question. The girl the concierge, she comes up to our room with us, and she's, okay, well, let me show you how to use the air conditioner. Let me show you how to do this. Well, she's showing us. At that point in time, we hear there's someone at our door, okay? Mind you, it's 7 a.m. We're paying for early check-in here at a hotel that no one knows we're at, and we told everyone we're going left when we're really going right. And we go down. Well, she opens the door for us. We just checked in. She's the only person working here. She opens the door, goes, oh, hold on, okay, hold on. Close it. It's for you. We think we're gonna die, or at least be robbed or taken for something. We grabbed the knives out of it. We had like a studio, or one bedroom, so it had a kitchen. So we grabbed the butter, the friggin' butter knives and steak knives out of the friggin' thing, and we're like, all right, what the hell's going on here? Are we gonna make it? So it winds up being that guy who we paid to take our motorcycle back. He somehow found us that quick, like immediately. The girl literally was checking us in, and we got there as fast as we could, and this guy knew where we were at. So, we said, okay, can we trust this guy? How about if we just keep him with us all day? He don't got a cell phone. We can just keep him, right? So he stays with us, and they have their own private beach there at this hotel. So we're going on the beach, and we're eating lunch there, and we're just, doing our own little thing. We're trying to say, keep to the light side of it, like, all right, as long as this guy's with us, we're not going to get in, any, there's no one else going to find us. Okay, so we say we got 1 day left. Let's go use the whatchamacallits, the four-wheelers. So let's do a four-wheeler tour. So, get our mind off of this shit. So we go, we rent four-wheelers, we do a four-wheeler tour all through the mountains and stuff, and we're having a good time. And we come back and we're like, all right, our flight leaves tomorrow at 6 a.m. So we need to get to the airport, which is in Santiago, it's going to take us about an hour and a half to get there. Coming up, it was all highway, super easy. You go north, you go east, you're there. It's a big upside down L, you're there. Well, we find this cab driver who is very, again, demanding that we use him as a cab driver, and against our better judgment, we bring our steak knives with us and we leave the hotel at midnight. We're gonna get to the airport super early. Plus, we didn't want to sleep. We couldn't sleep, and we want to friggin' get the hell out of there. The guy at this point had just left. So that's another reason why we wanted to bounce, because God forbid he's going to tell whoever where we're at. We're trying to leave. At this point, I realized my Versace sunglasses have been stolen. Again, just adding to why I'll never go back there. And why I probably should never go back there. And probably why I'll get killed if I do go back there. But anyway. So we go to the airport. This guy, he picks us up, and he's in this propane-powered piece of shit hoopty, and he's like, "Oh, okay, Santiago, yeah, okay, big fat dude." And I got my butter knife with me, as if that's gonna help. Well, he goes east, and we're like, "I thought we were going that way." He's like, "No, this way, shortcut. Whatever, we'll get you there." Okay. Well, if you look at a map of Dominican Republic, first of all, it's half Haiti, half Dominican Republic. It's a shithole, and it's mountainous, other than the highways. This asshole decided to take us through the mountains. There are people living in tents, in squalor, on the sides of the roads as we're driving through with no lights, well, besides the car lights, but no street lights or anything like that, through mountains, up and through switchbacks in a propane power vehicle. It's dark as shit. We think we're gonna get killed already. Hopefully we don't, fingers crossed, okay? But then all of a sudden, what could only be better is that the propane-powered car breaks down. That's where you see this picture, okay? It is Mike and I. We've given up all hope, and we have pretty much accepted we're going to have to fight our way out of this. Because this, I don't believe in coincidence that much, but you can see it. I mean, this is us at the point of, okay, we're fucked. Anyway, so to our surprise, we pushed the car. There's a gas station not too far away. There's propane. I don't understand how this works, but anyway, the car is run by propane down there because it's cheaper. So he fills it with his, gas or whatever, and we keep going. And we're like, just please get us to the fucking airport. Well, we get to the airport. We're a few hours early. And when we're there, we're like, okay, this is good. We've made it. We get through security. We've made it. This is essentially the American Embassy. We're good. Okay. Couple hours pass and we just sleep in the airport. It's only 2 terminals, this whole fucking airport. So we sleep, up on the second floor though. And I kid you not, the front desk, or the person at the counter, the service desk, goes, "Thorne Green, Michael, come in." They page us, just 2 people, and they make sure that we're there. And then we check in. We say, yes, we're here. we've already checked in, we're already done. But they made sure right before our flight left that we were there at the airport. And I mean, maybe just like an hour before the flight left, but they checked us at the concierge and were like, they use our names. And it only tells me that somebody called saying, hey, are these two jerk-offs there because they're bouncing on a check right now? Well, sure enough, they kept trying to charge my cards for the next, we flew back to the United States. I'm at this point like, dread, I wrote some ignorant shit on Facebook about how I'll never go to these fucking shithole countries again. And how you should always stay in the resort, which, hey, if you want to use us, email me at corporatetravelconcierge@gmail.com and I'll get you any of these deals. Go, stay in the resort though. Don't use propane power vehicles and don't go to the casino. So, but if you want $200 for the week, what can you lose? But anyway, Aruba, $700 for the week, and Aruba's beautiful, the exact opposite, 180 degrees versus Dominican Republic. But anyway, upper level. So we go, we fly back to the U.S. I'm like fed up and I'm just exhausted to the point of like, what the frig? They've taken all my money and it was debit cards. And so now I'm at a fight with Wells Fargo, a fight with Bank of America, trying to get my money back because apparently if it was credit, it'd be a lot easier, but debit, they don't like giving your money back. I explained to them it was a scam, have a police report showing. My chain was taken immediately after this out front of the casino. It was a crooked casino, I showed them Google pages that show the same shit it's known as a scam down there. So anyway, I wound up getting back a total of $3,000. So I lost a total of $8,000 and they blocked all the rest of the charges and they never got to charge my Amex, which is a good thing, but really didn't matter because Amex would have credited me back immediately. But anyway, so I lost $8,000 instead of $28,000, and that was a win for me. I lost my chain, I lost my dignity, I fucking sisses, almost my life, but that's how I lost I was taken for $28,000 and almost lost my life in Dominican Republic. I'm not going to pay this toll so I can continue talking to you guys because I don't know how to pause it and come back. So anyway, easy pass it is. So we get back to Dominican, or back to the U.S. My parents, they're like freaking the frig out. Like, what happened? And my dad was the one who, was like, dude, look, showing me all this scam stuff about the same casino thing that happens. Well, anyway, fast forward like 3 months later, I'm doing what I do, and I have a couple in front of me who's interested, and I told them, my story about this Dominican Republic thing, and they were like, don't go to the casinos there. I said, no way, why? They go, are taken for $30,000. I said, no way! Before I could even say me too, they were explaining the process of how it happened. And then I immediately called my dad on the table. I said, Dad, here, I said, talk to these people. And they talked to them. And at that point, my dad was like, all right, so you're not the only dumbass